So here I am, holed up in the skate park with my two pistols and a punk-ass kid. He's basically booby-trapped this whole area because the town of Kingsmouth has been having a few problems as of late. One of the most, I guess, big ones has been the horde of zombies that's infested the place. Now, I've already actually done a bunch of the quests here. As you see, ATC, you basically have to put a webcam on a plane and spy on a bunch of men in black. But you'll see there's a timer right underneath the word ATC. I've still got an hour 46 minutes before I can do this again. Like I said, pretty much every quest is a daily, it seems. I don't know how to feel about that. On one hand, I really hate dailies, because it's just repeating the same stuff over and over and over. But on the other hand, if every quest is a daily, that might be a different story. So I actually only have 2 active quests left. One is the overall quest for the area, Dawning of Endless Night. Locate Kingsmouth survivors to learn more about the fog. I can open my journal to find more information on this. Kingsmouth. A once peaceful town in New England has been overrun by the living dead. The survivors are holed up at the sheriff's office. Question them to learn more about this undead infestation. So I've talked to her, the sheriff, and I'm supposed to be talking to other people. It hasn't really given me, like Warhammer and WoW and like most quests these days, it's got like a little blob on the map where your quest takes place. This one doesn't though, so I think that other quests will sort of take you into the right spot, and I just haven't been talking to people. Yeah, he's got this place pretty well defended. But there's more than just zombies out here. There's some crazy shit. Being Kingsmouth, any people into Lovecraftian stuff will probably be expecting some of this. He's even got bells set up. So anyway, the other quest I've got is follow a line of traps. By the airport I found some bear traps, just like this one in fact. And I'm supposed to follow it. I got kind of run out of there from giant sludge monsters. Like, seriously, they were huge. But I can show you what abilities I've got here. I went elemental magic with some pistols as well. I don't know what that sound was. I thought I was about to get attacked. Anyway, so the first thing that I have is Ignite. Builds a resource, does damage, but it does extra damage if you have no resources on a creature. So it's instant, and it's the first thing that you cast, basically. Second is Shock, which you saw in the other video. Builds a resource, does damage, takes 1 second to cast. Now the other one does less damage, but it's instant, but it has a 5-second cooldown, as you can see, a little arrow. So you can usually get like 2 of these off before that. 3 was Combust, which again you saw in the other video. Consumes 2 resources. And then number 6 that I've got here is Electrical Storm. That's basically Chain Lightning. It jumps 3 meters 4 times, hitting up to 5 enemies. Consumes 3 resources, so I have to make sure I've got enough. And it does a fair amount of damage. It does take 1.5 seconds to cast. Now I also have my pistols, so I do the business, where it just does damage, and then wanted, as you saw before. Now the thing is that both the business and wanted are instant. And I've noticed that the resources, it doesn't matter where the resources come from. So I've been actually starting with Ignite, maybe hitting a Shock, and then pop a business on because it's instant, then I can do a Combust. Or depending on if it's a big group, maybe pop another couple of businesses in, and then either hit Wanted or Electrical Storm. Again, I have no idea if this is actually good or not, but it's been doing okay. I've been running around by myself. It's one of the things about this game is I don't know about how much the second M in MMORPG is really going to come into it. I've encountered other people, but I haven't been in any parties or anything like that. So we'll just have to see how it goes. I fear because it's so story oriented, much like Star Wars. I'm not sure really how much you can affect it. With other players, like how much RP you can do, things like that. Hey, I've got points to spend too. Anyway, I'm going to go wander over to those traps and see if I can find where I was left off. Alright, I found the traps. It's at the airport. I'm following them now. Horrible spoilers are being made in general chat. Oh look, someone else. Don't you hate it in these games when you get caught just right behind someone else? I'll just wait around for a bit, I guess. Okay, so after you complete a mission, you can send a faction report. So in this case, I'm basically texting or calling the Templars and telling them what's going on. And this actually explains how you get stuff. Like, in WoW, sometimes you get those quests where you're in the middle of nowhere killing buzzards, and you somehow get like a vest. You're like, how did I get this? In this way, they're actually providing you. In this, it's a sequence of Solomon Island, because that's where Kingsmouth is. I don't know where you spend these, but at least it explains how you're getting them and sort of added to your account. Your field report has been received and is currently being analyzed and evaluated. Thank you for your contribution. We will contact you if more information is needed. A reward and cash bonus has been credited to your account. And I got the sweet XPs. And sometimes you can have more. This is just sort of the standard one. More story-oriented missions will have more involved stuff here.
I've been up and down the coast. Up and down a whole bunch of coasts my whole life. A lot of machine shops, engine yards, planes, boats, big boats. You could say I was a born fixer, a can-do man. The bosses point me at a problem, they know it's gonna get fixed. I'll find a way. Their spirit doesn't break easy, the sea beasts. Spending more time working them over than seeing to the planes. They're about as resilient and twice as stubborn. The sea breeze things tough, scours out weakness. That's how it works. So I really have to go to town with the power tools. This storm, everything in it, it'll pass. That's the straight truth. And you know you can believe it because I'm all about certainty. Goes with my line of work. A certain method and certain results. No one wants to put their life or money in the hands of a betting man.
So this quest is locked. Runaway lights. I don't know why I can't take it. Either I'm not high enough level, or I just haven't completed the main quest, Dawning of an Endless Night. It's the only quest I have left. I just have to keep asking people about the fog. I'm up by the airport in the upper right. I've really got to get the hell back to town. I don't think there's a fast travel. There actually is a fast travel. You get right by the Templar headquarters is the world tree that you use to travel all over the world, and you get a I won't call it a Hearthstone. but it's a Agartha conduit. Returns you to Agartha. And I suppose from there I could walk back to the entrance to town. It might be quicker. Less horrendous monsters. If you guys want to see some horrendous monsters, the kind of stuff that's in my face now. Which really I can't handle. Like one-on-one they win, so I gotta try and hide most of the time. Lucky this chain link fence will protect me. Oh! Yeah, there they are. Like, look at that. Oh, someone killed something. There's some treasure lying around. Hopefully this doesn't get me killed. Pax Romana, that's the money. Like all games, you know, the mobs have a leash, and eventually, even if you do aggro one, you can usually outrun it. Whew. Yeah, so the guy in the junkyard's managed to make a bunch of scrap golems somehow. I get all caught up running around in circles. There's really no point. Notice how I'm getting completely owned. Alright, so I'm dead. Now my anima form will be released from my body. So I'm going to be astral traveling. This may look a little familiar. I'm in the spirit world. So you just basically have to run your ass back to your body. I think I've really kind of skipped ahead a bit. So overall, I'm enjoying this game. I am kind of a sucker for modern mystery horror kind of games. I've played a lot of Mage the Ascension and Mage the Awakening tabletop role-playing game. Holy crap. These guys are everywhere. And now I'm in combat. Your crazy machines are after me! Oh god! That poor other bastard started fighting. I guess they could handle it.
Couldn't tell you much about the day that goddamn fog rolled in. I remember seeing it out in the bay. Thick and dark, like pea soup. I went outside for a look-see, you know, and then everything went black. I woke up the next morning back in my trailer, splitting headache, like sharp things were crawling around inside my brain. Tango barking like crazy, and Cash staring at the door like something spooked him good out there. Something big and stinky.